Page 23, half asleep. 3/4 time, although the time signature is going to change, but it starts in 3/4 time. No sharps or flats. We seem to be in the key of C major. Got some accidentals though. That's all right. Right hand first. Let's check notes and rhythms. And I'm going to play everything connected at first, more or less. So here to start. 1, 2, 3. Bring the thumb down. Then the thumb again. See, I'm just, thumb's doing two double duty here. So third measure. 1, 2, and then fourth finger. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. That's on the and of 3 and 1. Or 1 E-ended, 2 E-ended, 3 E-ended. Whatever. I'm too lazy to count that, so I just do 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Thumb down. Leave your hand where it is. You bring the thumb down. And going on. And then they say you gotta. That's okay. Because of the way the music is written, you can get away with that for a time being, because we're going to go down here. Here, next, and that's okay. You can do that if you want. And then measure 7. Now we're in 3/4 time. 1 and 2, 3. 1 and 2. And then lift up and come up. Thumb. Little finger comes up. Now thumb. Thumb. You keep reaching out here. You're crawling all over here. Measure 13. Now, this is tricky. They want 5th finger next. Yeah. We don't like, if possible, we don't like crossing over from a black key to a white key. With using thumb here, that's awkward. However, sometimes it's needed and it's doable. This is not a fast piece. So, in my opinion, we could very easily just cross over from thumb to 3rd finger there. Going from measure 14 to 15. So, start at measure 13. You're up here. So, do thumb and then cross over 3rd finger. If you got fat fingers, it doesn't work. But what you can do is slide off. Here also, and then cross over. There. So if that doesn't work, just slide off. Just time it right. We do slide off sometimes. And then going on, make sure you hold the dotted half notes down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. That's a D, E, G. Lovely. Measure 26. You're way up here, a G and a D, and then that going on, and here, it's the same notes an octave up, okay? Left hand. 1 and 2, 3, 1. You can't always connect them, but do the best you can. And measure 6 if you want. You can do a 1, 4, 2 if you want. Otherwise that. Now measure 7. 1, 2, 3. They're overlapping 2 voices here. So you play it, you hold the F down as you play the C. Then hold the C down as you play the F. Isn't that fun? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then lift up. And all that again. Measure 13, you're here. And again, you can do a 1, 2 here. Hold the G down. And then here. Measure 16, the 3/4 measure you have here, and then you have a C. The pedal will help us out, because you gotta let go of this to get to here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Hold the E flat down. You can do it 2. Again. And treble clef for measure 26 up here. That's an 8th note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Then bass clef again. 1 and 2 and 3 and. It's a little tricky. Put the hands together. See the third measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. It's tricky here because you're holding notes down and playing notes and whatever, and you know, so it's. Then both hands come up. You may have to practice that because there's no rest or anything, so you just lift up. You gotta be accurate. So here to here. Measure 13, 14, and 15, and 16. The time is changing from 3/4 to 2/4 for a couple measures and back to 3/4. But again, the pulse of the quarter note is steady. That doesn't change. It just, the only thing changes is how far are you counting. So it's measure 13. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You may have to work on that. Just keep the pulse of the quarter note steady. And then going on. So forth. Let's go over to measure 25. You're holding down in the right hand, you're going here. And then you have treble clef in the left hand. So it's like finger pedaling this. There's some tricky hand movements in there. Now when you can get that, as far as the articulation goes, this is pretty much slurred throughout. You can lift up between these slurs if you want. You can lift up. In the left hand, they're doing it for each measure. That's fine if you want to do that. Just put in the slurs. They're different, but that's all right. Kind of fun. Pedal's going to cover it all up anyway, but you still do it with the hands. Then the dynamics. That's the right hand. Soft, moderately soft, sort of soft, whatever you think that is. And toward the end of the line there, you're going to come down to soft. So at measure 7, you're soft. Then you go back up to moderately soft. And you're going to crescendo up to loud, but don't get loud to measure 13. A little louder. So there is about moderately loud. And now measure 13, you're loud. And you're going to crescendo or decrescendo, diminuendo, down to moderately soft again. You'll see it later in the line. And then you're moderately soft. So the left hand, you got to keep it out of the way. You get to measure 26, you are very soft, both hands. There's no real melody here. It's both hands together. I mean, once you get to measure 18 or so here, it's both hands about the same. Just moderately soft. Now very soft. And you're going to go down even softer than that. How soft can you get without using the soft pedal? Do it with the hands. And then there's a retard on and very soft at the end. And you just let it die away. The fermata there, just let it die away. When I do it with a metronome, I'll double that and I'll hold up 6 counts in that last measure instead of 3. Speed-wise, well, dreamily, this is you're half asleep, or you're about to put somebody to sleep with this. Now that 112 is a suggestion. You can alter that. I wouldn't go any faster than that. It goes a little slower, but somewhere. Something about that. You have to be accurate first, so learn it first. And if you want to go slower, you feel slower than that, go slower. It's a personal thing. Then we add pedal to make it all mushy and dreamy and smear everything up. And they're doing pretty much legato pedal and changing it at each measure for the most part. They do give you some pedal indications throughout, and then they put a sim at the end. And the sim simply means keep pedaling in the same way you're doing. But it's overlapping pedal, so the notes do their thing, and then the pedal lags behind it. So there's an overlap between them. So at the beginning it's here. Change. So measure 7 and 8, you hold it down for both measures. And then back to pedaling each measure again. When you get to measure 17 or so, the 3/4 time, hold it down for 2 measures. This is why you can use the left hand for that C, the pedal. Then back to every measure. Now on measure 21, they're saying change it. I think I would just hold it through that. From measure 20 to 21, hold it down. To experiment on the sound you like, because if you hold it down, you keep the C throughout. If you don't hold it down, you lose the C. But if I'm going to lose the C, I don't need to smear this. So I wouldn't pedal it until the second beat of the measure if I do that. So measure 20 is here, and lift up for 1 beat, then put it down. You experiment with the pedal and the sound and get the sound you're after. I'd like to play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 3 counts. I'm not going to do any dynamics, just notes and rhythms and pedaling and all that. 1, ready, go.